Okay, today we're going to talk about places to eat inside of Disneyland. So there's different options. So there's the reservation type of restaurants, and those you're going to need to get them in advance, especially some of them like the Blue Bayou, like 60 days in advance. That's a whole different type of eating experience. It's way upscale, a lot more money, really good food. What most people do while they're at Disneyland is what's called quick service. Quick service is mostly you can mobile order or walk up to a window and order. And there's also like Rancho del Zocalo where you can't do a mobile order, but you can walk up and order and then go around. They have different stations and get different types of food. So what I'm going to do, and it might be a little lengthy, but I had a friend asking about restaurants and I was like, you know what, this is really something that a lot of families are worried about because maybe they have a kid that's coming, like I have very picky eaters, and it makes them nervous because it's like, well, what are they going to eat? Let me tell you this. Disney is fantastic about making sure that every single restaurant, even the upscale ones, have availability for kids. Simpler food. Even when we ate at Club 33, my daughter, who's a child, she had mac and cheese. And it was fancier, but it was still more for kids, geared that way. So know that every single restaurant, every place that you go will have a kid-friendly menu as well, which an adult can order also. Okay, so I'm going to go through the list of restaurants that are available within Disneyland and kind of give you an idea of what type of food that they have, realizing all of them have a kids menu, every single one. And then I'll go through the couple that are reservation only places. You can try and get a reservation when you're there, but it's hard. It's hard to get in there. I think we got our Blue Bayou reservation like 60 days in advance. Like it's legit. Okay. Alien Pizza Planet. Just like you can imagine, it's pizza. Pizza that if you wanted to get like a full large pizza, it's probably $40+. So realize food here is going to be expensive. You can bring your own food in. Mobile ordering is your best friend. Mobile ordering is where you have an app. You pull up the restaurant that you like. It's already attached to your credit card. You pick what you want. You click I'm here and you walk up to a separate window compared to everybody else that's standing in line. It is the golden way to survive Disneyland, to save time, to save money. So mobile ordering is available at Alien Pizza Planet. It's in Tomorrowland. So that's where you'll find like Buzz Lightyear and that sort of thing. Bengal Barbecue. This is my son's favorite place to eat. It's in Adventureland. You can get meat skewers there. So like chicken that's barbecued on a skewer. There's also like asparagus wrapped in bacon. They have a tiger tail, not a tiger tail, like a tiger tail. I think that's what it's called. And it's like a bigger breadstick on a stick. It's a little dry for me, but lots of meat skewers. Has a jungle julep smoothie. Really good. My son loves that place. A lot more in a snack category because it's not like a huge meal, but you could buy a couple skewers and call good. There's Cafe Daisy. Now, this place has been closed for a while they were renovating Toontown. This is where we like to get our pizza because it's a decent sized pizza and we can get 3 or 4, maybe 3, and then we just kind of split it between the 4 of us. So it's a walk up. They also have, they're kind of like calzones, like folded in half pizzas, but that's in Toontown, Cafe Daisy, and that's a walk up one. And I believe that's also mobile ordering. There's Docking Bay 7. This is in Galaxy's Edge, so the Star Wars land. And they kind of, don't be so like fearful of all of the weird phrasing that they use because they'll have like the chicken fried yip yip. Like they're trying to use like creatures from Star Wars and turning it into food. It's just fried chicken. Like it's not that crazy, but we really like that place. All of these places will have some sort of seating. Some have a smaller amount of seating. Some are indoor seating. Some are outdoor seating. So Docking Bay 7 has a really good indoor area where you can sit and eat. We really like the fried chicken because it's like a whole meal. It has mashed potatoes and like corn. So it's like a whole meal and it has a whole variety of stuff. It's also, I think, got like kind of a beef option as well. And realize all of these places also have vegetarian options. So they really want to cater to you. And if you have something you want to substitute out, talk to them. They have gluten-free options. They're very, very accommodating. You'll probably find the most accommodating in Disneyland for sure. Okay. Edelweiss, it's a snack place. This is by Matterhorn, the ride. And this is where you can get like a turkey leg and cheese bread. There's more snacks. There's the Galactic Grill. This is in Tomorrowland, and this has mostly, it's just outdoor seating. Also it's kind of by, like back and behind Astro Orbiters, across from Autotopia. These guys have like burgers, chicken tenders. They also have breakfast food in the morning. Lots of good stuff. I think you can get like your sippers there. They have like those really fancy sipper drinks that are like Mickey and stuff. So that's the Galactic Grill. Pretty decent. Burgers aren't too bad. We also like, so the Golden Horseshoe and the Stage Door Cafe. This is in Frontierland, and they pretty much have the same food, but the Stage Door Cafe is a outside walk-up window, and all of their seating's outside. The Golden Horseshoe is indoor seating, and all of their ordering would be done inside. Both you can do mobile order. They have a separate window for those. Lots of chicken tenders, fish and chips, just simple, frontier kind of food. Harbor Galley is a small little place kind of by Critter Country, and they have kind of snacks like fish related because it's by the water. I don't know. They had a plan. They've got like tuna sandwich, bread bowl, soup. It's just more like snacks. Hungry Bear Restaurant is a big outdoor restaurant, plenty of seating, tons of bathrooms. It's a really nice one. They've got like burgers, chicken tenders, chicken sandwiches. This is in Critter Country as well, a little bit higher up from Winnie the Pooh's ride. Jolly Holidays on Main Street, and I'm doing these in order according to the app. So hopefully this kind of gives you an idea of how they will have it in the app. Jolly Holidays on Main Street. This is a super busy place because they have really, really good treats. They have cookies like Matterhorn macaroon, which is my favorite, or the raspberry macaroon, the Mickey macaroon, which if you want to get it at the beginning of the day, they sell out. But they also have sandwiches and soups that are really good. My sister loves their grilled cheese sandwich and their tomato soup. So something to think about. The Little Red Wagon, this is where you're going to get that ginormous, glorious corn dog. And it's on Main Street. It's just this small red wagon off to the side. You can get the corn dog with chips and a drink, or you can just get the corn dog plain. It's a big corn dog. It's super good. We have tried to replicate it because it's so yummy. Red Rose Tavern is up in Fantasyland. It's kind of by Casey Jr.'s train. It's indoor seating. They have burgers, sandwiches, pizza flatbreads. This is also where you can get sippers and that sort of thing. It's nice, especially if it's a rainy day, because they have a lot of seating indoors and outdoors. Okay. There is the Tropical Hideaway. So this is one of those that you can't mobile order. I think you can't. I'm trying to remember. But it's right by it's in Adventureland, and it's around by the Tiki Room, Walt Disney's Tiki Room. And this is where you can get like bows, and they're just like these little potato filled with meat, and they've also got some with vegetables. A little spicy, but really good. You can also get all of your Dole Whips there. Also, just like a good place to just get a good snack. Trying to check my order. Okay, Refreshment Corner is on Main Street, and this is where you're going to get like your hot dogs and your pretzels. I love their cream cheese filled Mickey pretzels. They are the bomb.com. And we're not talking like a hard pretzel. This is like a bread pretzel in Mickey's head shape. It's so yummy. But you can get hot dogs there that have like hot dogs and chili. Lots of options. Royal Street Veranda. This is in New Orleans Square. This is a small space. So this is kind of by around the corner from the exit of Pirates of the Caribbean. But this is where you can get like soup. This is where you used to be able to get gumbo and like a mint julep, but I believe they've moved to Tiana's Palace now that it's open. Speaking of Tiana's Palace, this is in New Orleans Square. This is where you can get gumbo, chicken sandwich, chicken shrimp. And this is one where you can mobile order it, or you can walk up and kind of walk through the different stations and pick what you want. There's the Troubadour Tavern. This is in Frontierland. This is where you can get a casserole stew and some snacks. I have never eaten there before, but just in case you're there and need it. Rancho del Zocalo is not one that you can get on a mobile order app, but we really like their food because they give you a lot. It's Hispanic food. There's like really big taco salad. They have enchiladas, and you're gonna have to stand in line, but then you can walk through to the different stations. Like I'll go over to the taco salad. My husband will get the enchiladas. Really good food. Tacos, super yummy. During Christmas time, they have this really delicious drink that will It'll make your sugar spike for sure. Okay, so those are the quick service restaurants that you can get to quickly. Most of those you can mobile order app. I know Rancho del Zocalo doesn't have a mobile order app, and it's probably because of the different stations. But the rest, for the most part, you can just pick what you want, and all of them have seating. Some have smaller amounts of seating, but the majority have good amounts of seating because they're trying to make sure that you have a place to sit and eat your food. So you're not sitting on a beautiful Disney garbage can eating grub. Okay, the reservation portion of restaurants that we're talking about now. So I mentioned earlier the Blue Bayou. This is in New Orleans Square. This is the restaurant that you can see when you are on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. You'll hear cutlery going, and you look to your right, and there's a whole bunch of people eating. This is a fancy restaurant. It's expensive, and it's got some good food. They have fish. They have the famous Monte Cristo, which is like a deep fried croissant ham and cheese sandwich, which I've tried. It's really good. I could not finish it. They've got chicken, they've got ribs, they've got pasta. So this is where you're getting like more hearty food that you can get, but you're going to pay for it. Okay, there's Plaza Inn. This is on Main Street, also a reservation. This is where you can get like meatloaf, fried chicken, a pot roast dinner, pasta. So a bigger meal. But remember, all these places also have those kid menus. The kid menus could be, chicken tenders with applesauce and that sort of thing, or mac and cheese. They've always got those options for kids. On Main Street as well, you've got the Carnation Cafe. This is where you can get more upscale burgers, fried chicken, turkey sandwiches, ribs, and fish. Haven't eaten there. Cafe Orleans I have eaten at, also in New Orleans Square. This is where you can also get the Monte Cristo, those really fancy sandwiches with they sprinkle powdered sugar on. And you can dip it in jam. It's great. They've got gumbo. They've got pasta, beef, sort of thing. They've got a lot going on. So it's good. Hearty, definitely going to need a reservation for them. You can try the day of, but most of the time it's hard to get in that way. And the last one is in Frontierland. It's called River Belle Terrace. Haven't eaten there either, would love to. They have sandwiches, soup, pasta, as well as brisket. So hopefully this gives you an idea. Us personally, we don't really do the reservation place. I had to do the Blue Bayou because I was like, oh my gosh, my favorite ride, and here's a restaurant I have to eat there. But what's great is that you have options, but realize your kids, if you have picky eaters, there's lots of choices for them. And I didn't mention all of the places that have like treats and snacks and that sort of thing because I'm hoping to get you a meal. Because when you're running around, I feel like we eat a lot because we're putting in 18,000 steps, people, like literally a lot, because we're running all over the place. So I want to make sure that you're realizing you can eat. There are churros everywhere, so grab yourself churros and a popcorn cart as well. But understand that there are places that you can get food. You are welcome to bring in your own food as well. We always bring in snacks just because if we're standing in line, sometimes the kids aren't going to make it. So we kind of like hand them some trail mix. But hopefully that gives you some ideas of restaurants and places that you can eat and understanding the differences between mobile ordering with quick service as well as a reservation. And you can do the reservations through the app as well. Hopefully that helps, and I hope you have fun eating in Disneyland.